my name is Jasmine, and today I'll be guiding you through a short yoga sequence that'll be perfect to get you up and moving in the morning, or maybe a midday break if you need a little added dose of energy. This is an all levels flow, but be sure to take any breaks and make any modifications that you need along the way. Gather any props that you might like for your practice today, and we'll begin laying down on our mats. You can bring the soles of your feet together here and let your knees fall out nice and wide. Placing any props or anything that you might need under your knees to make this position comfortable for you. Find a comfortable position underneath of your back. And with your eyes open or closed, you can bring one hand to your chest and the other to your stomach. Begin to bring all of your awareness and attention to this moment on your mat today. Let everything else go. Begin to lengthen your inhales and exhales, feeling your stomach rise and fall. And feel your heartbeat beneath your hand. Notice how you feel here right now, and maybe set an intention for your practice today. Take one nice big breath and completely fill up. And then exhale to let it all go. From here, let's gently guide your knees in towards each other. And maybe windshield wiper them back and forth. Gently warm up and open up your hips. From here, let's inhale your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe rock side to side here. Give yourself a gentle back massage. Begin to rock frontwards to backwards here, making your way up to a seated position in your own time. Once you're up to a seated position, we'll make our way into a tabletop, bringing your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. We'll begin starting to do some cat-cow movements. Inhaling to bring your gaze up towards the ceiling and open up your chest. And exhale to round your spine and bring your gaze towards your belly. Continuing to move here with your own breath as you warm up your spine. Exhaling to bring your chin towards your chest. And inhaling to open up your heart. On your next exhale, we'll meet back into a tabletop position. And from here, let's continue to exhale as you send your hips back over your heels. Walk your hands towards the front of your mat and let your forehead relax. Maybe sending your knees out nice and wide here as you bring your chest closer towards the ground. With every inhale, lengthening, and with every exhale, melting into your mat. Maybe taking your hands over towards the right side. And then taking your hands over towards the left. Bringing your hands back to center here. Bring your knees back towards towards each other, so they're about hip distance apart. Let your forehead rest onto your mat. We'll come into rabbit pose from here, reaching back to grab the outer edges of your feet. You'll inhale as you begin to send your hips towards the sky and feel a beautiful roundness in your back. Inhale here to lengthen, and then exhale to send your hips a little bit higher. Feeling a beautiful stretch along your shoulders and your back here. And then exhaling your hips back down. Relaxing into your mat. Coming into that pose one more time. Inhaling as you send your hips higher towards the sky. Using the resistance of your feet, your hands against your feet here. Feel a lengthening along your spine. And an exhale here. We'll bring your hips back down gently. Bring your hands back out in front of you here. And raise your head up from your mat. Inhale to pull yourself back up into your tabletop position. Keeping your hips stacked over your knees here. We'll walk our hands forward into puppy pose. Bring your hands closer towards the front of your mat, and maybe your forearms down as well. As you exhale to bring your chest down towards your mat. Keeping your knees hip distance apart and your hips over top of your knees here. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale to ground. Feel a beautiful release and stretch along your front side body. From here, let's inhale to pull yourself back up to your tabletop position. Inhale as you reach up with your right arm, opening up your chest towards the right side. And then exhale as you thread your right hand underneath of your left arm. Palm facing up here. You can let your head gently rest on your mat. Continue to twist here and breathe as you open up your heart. And inhale here, we'll pull you back to center, and we'll continue that on the other side. Inhale your left arm straight up, opening up your heart. And then exhale as you thread your left arm underneath of your right, palm facing up. Gently resting your head onto the ground as you continue to open up your chest towards the right side. Keeping your hips stacked over top of your knees. Drawing your right shoulder back. And then inhaling here to pull you back up to center. Back into your tabletop position. We'll make our way into our first down dog of the sequence from here. Tucking your back toes and sending your hips up towards the sky. Checking out your foundation here. Hands are shoulder width apart. Feet are hip distance apart. With every inhale, pushing the front of the mat away from you with your hands as you send your hips higher towards the sky. Maybe even bending one knee at a time here. Taking 2 long, deep breaths. Lengthening with every inhale and grounding with every exhale. Your next inhale here, you take your right foot and take it straight up to 3-legged dog. Maybe bending your right knee here and opening up your hip towards the right side. Creating some nice big circles here with your knee as you open up your hip. Inhale to straighten your right leg. And then look towards the front of your mat and exhale as you bring your right foot to right thumb. And drop your back knee here, coming into a low lunge. Stacking your right knee over top of your right heel, creating a nice solid foundation here with your legs at hip distance apart. You'll inhale to raise your chest and bring your hands to heart center. Inhale to reach the crown of your head towards the sky and lengthen your spine. And exhale here, you'll bring your left elbow to right knee and gently twist open towards the right side. Inhaling here to lengthen, and then exhale to twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale here to lengthen, and then exhale to twist back towards center. Bring your hands on either side of your right foot. Tuck your back toe here and send your right foot back to meet your left, either meeting back in down dog or going through your flow. Let's exhale as you lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale will bring you to Cobra or up dog. And then an exhale will send your hips straight up and back into downward facing dog. Taking a moment here and maybe walking your feet out. Taking a couple long deep breaths. And then inhaling your left leg straight up into three-legged dog. Bending your left knee here and opening up your hips towards the left side. Maybe creating some big circles here with your knee. Really opening up your hip. Maybe noticing how this side feels differently from the other. Inhale your left leg straight up and back again. And then look towards the front of your mat. And exhale as you bring your left foot to left thumb and drop your back knee. Keeping your left knee stacked over top of your left heel. You'll inhale to rise and bring your hands to heart center. Inhale to lengthen your spine and reach the crown of your head towards the sky. And then exhale as you begin to open up your chest towards the right side. Bringing your right elbow to left knee. Continue to lengthen your spine and reach the crown of your head forward. Inhaling to lengthen. Then an exhale to twist just a little bit more. An inhale here will bring you back to center. And place your hands back on your mat on either side of your left foot. Tuck your back toe and send your left foot back to meet your right. And either meet in down dog or go through your flow. Exhale as you lower down halfway or all the way. And inhale will bring you to Cobra or up dog. And exhale will send your hips straight up and back into downward facing dog. Taking a couple of breaths here. Maybe challenging yourself to find a moment of stillness and rest. Inhaling to push the front of your mat away from you with your hands. And then exhaling to send your heels closer towards your mat. Your next inhale, you'll look towards the front of your mat and step or hop your feet towards your hands. Inhale here will bring you to a flat back. Exhale to fold. You'll be grabbing onto either one of your elbows here and just swaying side to side. Maybe even bending your knees as much as you need. Letting your head relax. Feeling this beautiful stretch along your entire back body. Inhale to straighten your legs and begin to reach out and up. Finding yourself in your mountain pose. Continue to reach out and reach up. Look up towards the ceiling. Maybe create a small back bend for yourself. Exhale to bring you to center and bring your hands back down to your sides. Finding yourself in mountain pose from here. Your hips stacked over top of your heels, shoulders over top of your hips. Reaching up through the crown of your head to lengthen your spine and stand just a little bit taller. You might want to pretend that someone's got their hand on your head. And you're pressing down and you're resisting that push. You take your shoulders and roll them back. Exhale. From here, let's inhale our arms out and up overhead. Either grabbing onto your left wrist or interlacing your fingers. Continue to inhale as you lengthen and reach. And exhale here will take you over towards the right side. So you feel a beautiful stretch along your left side body. Inhale here to lengthen. And an exhale to sink into this pose just a little bit deeper. Finding your edge here today, or backing off whenever you need. An inhale here will bring you back up to center. You can flip your grip if you need to. And then inhale to lengthen. An exhale will take you over towards the left side, drawing your right shoulder back as you open up your heart to the front. Inhale here to lengthen. And then exhale to sink into this pose just a little bit deeper. Inhale here will bring you back up to center. And an exhale, bring your hands back down to your sides. Creating a small standing back bend here, we'll place your hands at your lower back with your fingers pointing either downwards or upwards. Draw your shoulder blades together and your elbows together and relax your shoulders from your ears. Inhale to reach the crown of your head towards the sky. And then exhale as you dip back and open up your heart. Dropping your head back. And inhale here will bring you back up to center. And you can release your hands from your back. We'll come into tree pose from here. So you'll find a position on your left foot where you can find some stability and balance. You can look forwards here and maybe find a position or something that you can focus on. Leaving your right toe here on the ground or bringing the base of your foot up to your shin or your thigh. Begin to find some balance and stability in your tree pose today. You can place your hands on your hips, bring them up to heart center, or reach them up above you. Whatever your full expression of tree is for you today. Moving here with intention and making any minor adjustments that you need. Finding balance by pressing your right foot into your left leg here. Dropping your right hip down so it's parallel with your left. Inhale here to reach and lengthen. And then exhale to ground. Inhale to fill up one last time here in this pose. And then an exhale, you'll gently and slowly release your right foot back down to the ground. Continuing tree pose on the other side. Find some balance and stability underneath of your right foot. Slowly begin to bring the sole of your left foot either to the ground, your shin, or your thigh. Placing your hands here at your full expression of tree today and making any minor adjustments that you need. Moving here with intention. If you fall out, it's okay. Fall out with intention. Place your foot down as gently as you can, and then always just come back in the same way. Focus on your breath and let everything else go. Taking a long inhale here to reach the crown of your head towards the sky, energizing your fingertips. And then exhaling to slowly and gently release your left foot back down to the ground. From here, let's inhale our arms up overhead. And then exhale to fold forward. And inhale here to plant your hands onto your mat. And then exhale to send your feet back into a plank. lower down halfway or all the way. An inhale here will bring you to Cobra Up Dog. And then an exhale will send your hips straight up and back into Downward Facing Dog. Taking 2 long, deep breaths here. Inhale to look towards the front of your mat and step or hop your feet towards your hands. An inhale here will bring you to a flat back. And an exhale to fold forward. Inhale to reach out and up. Continuing to fill up all the way. And then an exhale to bring your hands back down to your sides. Flowing through Sun Salutation A one more time. Following your own breath, not necessarily my cues. Inhale to reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale to fold forward. An inhale here will bring you to a flat back. And then an exhale to bring your hands to your mat. Step back into a plank. Lowering your knees here if you need. Let's exhale as you slowly lower all the way down to your mat in one straight line until your entire front body is on the mat. From here, we'll come into a Cobra Pose, inhaling to bring our hands, our heart up from the mat. Hands are next to your chest here, and then inhale to lengthen, and then exhale to ground. Taking a moment here to open up your heart, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. And exhale here, you'll send your hips back over your heels. To Child's Pose. Begin to slowly push yourself back up to a seated position from here. And send your feet straight out. Coming into a forward fold from here, inhale to create a nice tall spine. And exhale as you walk your hands down towards your feet. Letting them rest and fall here wherever they do. And let your forehead hang, your neck relax. Maybe bringing your hands down to your feet. Returning to your breath and letting everything else go. From here, let's inhale to bring ourselves back up to a seated position. And then exhale as we come down onto our backs. Let's bring both of the soles of your feet to your mat. Straighten your right leg, sending your right foot up towards the sky. Then grab a hold of your leg here, wherever's accessible and comfortable for you. Could be the back of your shin or your thigh, or maybe all the way up to your ankle or foot. Keeping your right hip down on your mat so it's parallel with your left. Begin to gently guide your leg closer towards your upper body. Feeling a beautiful stretch here along your entire backside of your right leg. Inhaling to reach your foot higher up towards the sky and lengthen. And then exhale as you guide your leg closer towards your upper body. From here, let's bend your right leg and bring your right foot to the top of your left leg. Coming to a figure 4 position from here. You can grab onto the back of your left leg and slowly guide your leg closer towards your upper body. Feeling a nice stretch here along your left hip. Just a nice gentle release. From here, let's exhale to bring your left foot down to the ground and your right foot as well. We'll continue that sequence on the other side. Straightening your left leg and sending your left foot up towards the ceiling. Then grabbing a hold of your leg here wherever it's comfortable and accessible to you. Dropping your left hip so it's parallel with your right. Making sure you're not lifting it up as you pull your leg closer towards your body. Inhaling here to lengthen. And then exhale to feel the beautiful stretch along your left leg here. Continue to exhale as you bend your left leg and bring the top of your foot to the top of your right leg. Grab a hold of your leg here and gently guide your leg towards your upper body in your figure 4 position on the other side. Feeling a nice gentle release here in your left hip. You can exhale here and bring both of your feet back down to your mat. And then inhale both of your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. From here, you can send both of your feet out into your final resting pose today. Maybe taking one final big breath. And letting everything else go. Returning here back to your natural breathing. And relaxing your entire body onto your mat. Showing yourself gratitude for your practice today. Maybe bringing some awareness back to an intention you set for your practice. Taking a moment here of stillness and silence to finish your practice today, trying not to fidget or move, and letting everything else go. Take your arms up overhead and bring your ankles together. One last final stretch. Before making your way onto one side and pushing yourself up to a seated position. I hope you enjoyed this sequence today. Hope you're ready to take on the rest of your day. Be sure to subscribe and like this video and comment below if there's anything that you'd like to see. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.